Are you a network marketer that wants to use social media the most effective way in your business to generate genuine interest and hopefully build a big team and customer base as well? Well, I've had a lot of experience in that area, and if that sounds of interest to you, I'll be right back, so stick around. Okay, welcome back. So who is this guy, you may be asking if you've never seen one of my trainings before. I mean, social media is such a vast subject, and I think that's probably part of the challenge for you, right? Who do you listen to? Which platform do you use? There's only so many hours in a day to build your business, so where do you really put your effort to get the best return on that investment in terms of the investment of your time? So what I want to do right now is cut through to a handful of methods that I've personally used, have taught many other network marketers to use successfully, so I can feel confident that what I'm giving you is great advice that's proven and working in the field right now. I mean, I sponsored over 750 people personally, became the #1 international income earner as a rep, but the 4th highest producing team in an 80,000 rep company. So I have walked the walk if you're wondering what my background is. So let's start first of all with where you've probably already tried your hand, and that is prospecting. Going out there, sending messages, connecting with other people on social media, and then hopefully moving that conversation for them saying, yeah, I'll take a look at that, send me the link, or let me jump on Zoom with you. Now, there's many ways that you can do that, but if you want to do it in a way that actually saves you a bunch of time, I recommend specificity. You really need to start to think, who do you actually want to work with? Like, there's no good building a massive team of people who you can't stand, who they can't stand you, and there's just friction all the time, right? That's no fun. So think about, who would you want in your team? Who is similar to you? Who could you really connect with? Regardless of the results you do or don't have right now, who could you strike up a conversation with and say, hey, it makes sense to me, you're similar to me, it may make sense to you. That will be curiosity enough alone to generate some genuine interest. So start to think about what brought you into your network marketing deal. What are you working towards? What are your aspirations? What are the problems you're trying to solve? And start to filter that into your conversations and the type of people you look for to be able to have a much more meaningful conversation that hopefully actually leads somewhere. Now, if you want some ideas how you can do that, I don't leave you hanging. I always give you practical advice. I would say you could use hashtags on Instagram. Think about the kind of hashtags your perfect prospect would be using. Great way to find them, start some conversations. On Facebook, you could look at the leaders, the brands, the big products who are serving your perfect prospect. If there's someone who's big into personal development, probably go check out Tony Robbins' page, see who's commenting, engaging there, send some friend requests, start some meaningful conversations. Final one I'll give you is LinkedIn. You could search by profession. If you're a teacher, it makes sense for you as a teacher, you want more teachers, you can search by teacher on LinkedIn and up pops a whole bunch of people. You can search by country, location, so you can really focus in the areas you want to focus on. Now, moving on from prospecting, you may say, well, I want to post some stuff online and kind of like use it like bait, go fishing and hopefully bring some people to me. My advice is the same. You want to start thinking about what would connect with your target audience. But specifically, let me go a step beyond with posting and give you 3 key elements that should always be in a social media post. At least one of them, all 3 of them is fantastic. And that is entertainment. Did they scroll past and go, hey, that's funny, or oh, that's entertaining, or yeah, maybe think about something, right? Was it educational? Did they read your post or see your pictures and go, I've learned something about myself or about the world or about this subject because of that? There's value there. Or was it actually inspirational? Did they see your posts and go, yeah, you know what, I need to do more in my life, or I'm going to go do something. I aspire to be more because of your example. See, if you can accomplish any of those 3 elements in your posts, then you provided value. People often say provide value, but no one ever really defines what that is, right? Well, definition of value in our social media posts would be those 3 key areas I just gave you. So think about that before you actually, I was going to say, put pen to paper, that shows my age, before you get a feather and ink and scroll with your quill. Now, before you go on social media, say, well, what value would this provide to someone? So what? I always ask myself when I look at my posts, so what? Does anybody care? Would they get education, entertainment, or inspiration from that? Because if they do, they're more likely to keep coming back, engage, and then become curious about where it is you're learning these things or getting these posts from. My next point would be moving beyond lead generation and actually now looking at conversions. My favorite way to have a conversion mechanism in your business, i.e. take that interest and convert it to a sale or sign up using social media, would be a Facebook group. Now, there's some intricacies that I can't get into. The video would be just way too long to dive into that. But if you want to know how you can use a Facebook group specifically to take someone who says, I want to know more, to them signing up, please reach out, stick a comment or message me on social media. I'm easy to find. I'd be more than happy to walk you through that process. It's a very powerful one. It duplicates really well. There's no cost involved in terms of setup or tools, and it really is very useful. But just bear that in mind when you start thinking and get to that stage. How can I convert people? Think about a Facebook group, providing value in a group, having a conversation one-on-one with them, and then using promotions in that group as well. It all fits together really, really nicely. Now, there was something else I want to mention to you as well. I've got my notes off camera here. What would that be? Aha, yeah, that's it. Aha moment. For me, posting, prospecting, they're all good backup methods that you use when you first get started. For me, you're going to get sick and tired of doing that. As most of the clients who come to me are like, I don't want to prospect or post all the time anymore, Richard. I want to live my life. I want to have some freedom, some flexibility. So for me, if you're using social media, make sure you're also building a method right now that will ease your necessity to prospect and post in the future. Something like YouTube, as you're seeing here, is my favorite platform. I have about 15 to 30,000 monthly views on my YouTube content. That means before I do anything, 15 to 1,000 targeted people genuinely who would benefit from what I share are finding me, my business, my content. So what does that do? It means I don't have to prospect anymore. It means I only post when I feel like it. And you can absolutely, with time, possibly put yourself in that situation too. It also means if you're on social media, I like to use their paid advertising methods, specifically YouTube again, but Facebook ads work really well too. Now you may say, well, whoa, Richard, Facebook ads, don't they ban network marketing? Absolutely. I'm not telling you to promote your network marketing business. I'm telling you to promote yourself and what you offer people, as in what solution you can provide for them. What problem do you solve? And then once through that advert, they're now in connection with you. Then if you wish to, you can introduce your network marketing business. This is I'm going to do a video on specific campaigns that work on Facebook, but to give you some advice in this training, stop thinking that it's about how quick you can get your information in front of somebody. It's not what you show them, it's what they see in what you show them. And to accomplish that nowadays with so much competition and so much, people grabbing attention and pitching people, be a refreshing improvement upon that. Hey, are you a middle-aged dad that wants to set an example for your children by playing the sport that they play? I've got a game plan that would help you accomplish that. Now they jump on a call with you or they join your group. Now inside of that conversation, you can start to talk about maybe supplementation. You can start to talk about exercise programs. You can start to talk about, well, hey, would it make sense to have even more time for your kids to actually build a home business? Can you see how I didn't lead with any of those things, but I led with what those things would provide? That is a big key and a big benefit. Of course, there's other things that go into it, such as targeting and the language you use. If you still want to use Facebook ads as a network marketer, they're working really well for me and my clients. You've just got to know what you're doing with them. So we're coming up like 8 or 9 minutes now. I don't like making these videos too long. I want you to know that when you see a notification from me, if you're a subscriber, you're like, hey, I can jump in and out in 10 minutes, gain something useful, think about something, and really implement it into your business to get results. If when you've got more time at a later time, or if you've got a couple of seconds now, I'll put a link in the description underneath this video. It'll be in one of the top corners as well. It'll say click here or something. If you click there or you find that link, you'll be able to join my Facebook group. You can request your invitation there. It's all about team building hacks for ambitious network marketers. So if you really want to go big, rank advanced, get to the top, and you want to do that in a leveraged way using online marketing without having to really work all the hours that God sends in your business, then my techniques should be very, very useful for you. There's loads of training, loads of resources, individual help, live sessions, all sorts of value in my group. I would say it's the most valuable group for network marketers out there. Come out and check it out for yourself. There's already 1,600 people in there who are also in network marketing, and it's a pitch-free zone. No one's allowed to pitch other companies, anything like that, so it's safe for you and your team. As I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. And if you're a subscriber, I will see you on the next one. My daughter's walking past pulling faces at me. I nearly kept it together, but she pulled a really funny face there. But I'll see you on the next one if you're a subscriber. Have a great day. Hope this was valuable. Stick me a like and a comment if it was. That helps me out on YouTube. More people see my content when you do that. I'd appreciate that, and have a good day. Bye for now.